Welcome back to another paid Patreon bonus.
Whoa!
I'm Joe Yerke, and I got a little bit of Tito's in me.
Hey, can I go get a beverage?
So buckle up, kids.
I gotta go get a beverage. I'll be right back.
Oh, all right, go get one. I'll take this time to talk to our patronizers. Ladies and gents, I want you guys to know that Reese talks about his, if you were listening to the freebie, Reese talked about his recent trip to New York City. New York City? Remember that old salsa commercial? New York City? Anyways, next week, I will be telling you about my camping trip to one of the uppermost state parks in Michigan on a freezing cold weekend. It was awesome. We went camping in it was freezing rain. It was such a good trip. It was amazing. And I want you guys, for those of you that listen and you care, I know there's just people who listen that don't really care. You know what I mean? We've all been there. But then there's some of you that listen that care. And you look up the stuff that we talk about. I want you to look up, if you don't live in Michigan, I want you to look up a place. It's called Tequamanon Falls. All right. So I want you to look it up. It's called Tequamanon Falls. It's in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And that's not where we camped, but we are thinking about going camping there in mid-December. So we will be talking about that on the next freebie of the Pickle and Boot Shop. Reese just held up a glass that it looks like it has 3 inches of water in it. I'm guessing it ain't water. I'm guessing it's a little bit of Don Q.
I'm out of Don Q.
Oh, what are you drinking then? Oh, come on, man. Have some respect. Have some dignity. He held up a half a pint bottle of Smirnoff vodka. Are you kidding me, dude?
I gotta get it out of the freezer.
This is the only vodka you should be drinking. That's it.
Tebow's.
That is it.
Made by Tim Tebow.
Titow. That is the only thing you should be drinking.
Titow.
So, yeah. So, this, I think on this here, we're going over our 2 more songs, right?
Yeah.
I think I kicked it off last time. So you go first this time.
Oh, geez.
No?
Did I? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so the song we've got, it's Five Iron Frenzy, Beautiful America.
Okay.
This is going to be short. I don't have a lot to say about it because I did not write it.
That's okay. Because if we start, you know what? I want everyone to know when we talk about these things, it's if we don't have content that we can start talking about these songs, maybe give a little insight, maybe we don't. But if it sends us on a tangent, then it sends us on a tangent. One sec. Is someone knocking? No, someone's not knocking. I thought someone was knocking on my door. So go on. What song are you doing?
It's called
I Want to Be in America. Everything's free in America. For us, small fee in America. It's time to be in America. I want to be in America.
I don't need to talk about it, I don't think. After that, I think we've covered it.
I love that song, by the way.
Well, so Dennis wrote it.
Is that the song?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you serious? I was just joking. That's the song that you picked?
Well, hey, we're going in chronological order, so that's that.
I just completely just started singing a random Five Iron song, and that was it.
So that, yeah, it's he was like.
Now I feel like I screwed this up.
No, you did. You set me up. That was you teeing me up, Joe.
Okay.
I don't know. Dennis wrote the music, and then he was like, "Here's some words. I want you to sing them." And Dennis is a decent lyricist, but this was like his first 5 iron song. It was really fun to play. It is really fun to play. We still play it. If I want to say something negative about it, some of the rhymes are a little forced, and theologically, like it's very like like a very young person's view. Theologically, I feel like Dennis would probably back me up on this, but just because I feel like we've grown spiritually as people, we wouldn't write a song about like, hey, if you're not doing everything with Jesus in it, then the country's going to crap. Which is like a kind
or
of...
drag queens reading books to my kids is more than Jesus ever did. Yeah. No, I get that.
No, I just feel like it's like a very useful outlook of Christianity, and
that's every single song on Motor City Ska, so I understand what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's not bad. Like, there's nothing in it that I'm like, I cringe about, or I think Dennis would either. It's just, we didn't find this out until probably the third album that, like, when Dennis writes stuff, I can't sing it. So, like, you hear Dandelions, that's him trying to sing high, because he's like a baritone and I'm like a high tenor. So him just trying to sing high so I could sing it, and I can't. Like, there's notes on that where I like almost sound like I'm whispering because I can't sing that low. I probably can now because I've got...
I love that song though, Dandelions.
Well, thanks. Someday we may get to it. But yeah, like this song, he's like, here's the words, let's do this. And it didn't sound like me until it got to the chorus. So we were just like, just have Dennis sing it. And most of the band has this feeling anyway. They're just like, Dennis is a way better singer than you, which is absolutely true.
See, that's where I luck out, because for as garbage of a singer as I am, everybody else in the Insiders is worse. Like, honestly, if I was rated like on Madden or like an EA Sports video game, my singing would be like a 64, and then everybody else would be below me.
Okay. I mean, that's amazing. I feel like in our band, I've become a better singer. Scott has become really a lot better. Like,
dude, you're a great singer.
No, man. Yeah,
you are.
Listen, dude, I have a horrible sense of rhythm.
Listen, dude.
And pitch. Like, pitch is not the best for me. Like, sometimes you'll come in and you'll be like, start singing a song, and I'm like, I can't do that. I have to practice a lot. One thing I do have going for me is I think I have a unique voice. So that I've been able to get by on that.
Well, you do have a unique voice. I think you singing like up high, similar to my man from the Bouncing Souls, who's kind of sings up there as well. But I mean, you not only, I think if you pulled 100 ska kids, like Christian ska kids from the 90s, I think I would have 5 people that were like, oh, Joe's my favorite. I think there would be 5 people that said, oh, Mojo's my favorite. And then I think 90 would say Reese Roper. And then I think you expand
but I don't
those.
really have a good ska voice.
It doesn't matter. You just have a good voice. And so then I think if you expand that, so you go from like the ska bands. So now you're going to open it up to like punk ska. I still think you have a great voice. Then I think you open it up for like that next level where you bring in like alternative and kind of different bands. Your voice still stands out. And then if you extend it to like Michael W. Smith, Amy Grant, yeah, you're not gonna sniff a blue ribbon there, but you've definitely left the rest of us in the dust.
You're so nice, Joe.
No, but I I mean, I might be nice, but I think I'm pretty much truthful there. I don't know a listener that would disagree with me.
Okay. I think you guys should write in.
Ladies and gents, if you disagree with me, post it on the Diabolical discussion page. All right? Because I want to say, I think I'm pretty right on.
I think you have a perfect ska voice. Like, your voice is so good for the insiders. Like, I think, like, when you first came out, when I first heard you guys, I was like, oh, they really love the Boss Tones. You know, like, you were singing a lot like the Boss Tones. But then I think you totally branched out. You got more range. And then you're your own thing. And, like, to me,
Yeah,
like,
but it's still
like a
just
ska band. You sound like a ska singer.
well, correct. So you're kind of saying what I'm kind of trying to say. Like, I have my niche,
Yeah.
and my niche appeals to a niche crowd. I think your voice appeals to more than a niche.
That's very nice.
Your voice doesn't just not just ska people like your voice. Like, it goes on and on. And if I played your, like, Heidi loves country. Heidi loves just kind of whatever music. She even says, like, I like Reese's voice. You know what I mean? So, like, your voice appeals to people regardless of the genre.
It's very...
I appeal to people because of the genre. Like, my voice, I'm not going to be singing a country song. I'm not going to be singing a love ballad. I'm not going to be singing, like an Oasis song with my voice. Like, that ain't happening. Like, I'm not going to be like a Roper and singing Amplify with my gravelly voice. Like, that ain't happening.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome, Reese. Continue.
So that being said, I think I have a different and unique voice, which has kept me in the position of singer. And especially now, like, we can play with a click track, and I've gotten better rhythmically. So that's fine. But, like, Dennis is a way better singer. He is like calculating. He's got relative pitch. Do you know the difference between perfect pitch and relative pitch?
Oh, totally.
Okay, so perfect pitch is like innate. You can just hear a note.
I don't even know what innate means.
It's like built in.
We have a Nate in our band. He's a drummer.
INNATE.
Yeah.
Like,
we have a Nate in our band.
Two ends. It's INATE. Like, a horn would honk, and you'd be like, oh, that horn is off. And you'd be like, what? And you'd be like, yeah, it's supposed to be G, but that was like in between a G and an F sharp. Somebody would do that just naturally, not having anything to go on. Well, Dennis, I think, being a trombone player, you learn, like, oh, you're playing an F and that needs to be a C. He is like that. That's why I wanted Lyndon to play trombone. I wanted her to pick that up. But Dennis is like that. Like, you'll just be like, hey, I'll just sing a note. And he'll be like, yeah, that's that note. And he'll tell you all the other notes in that key, what chords to do. And, like, yeah, you need this, and it's a G minor diminished 7. He is like that dude. Plus, he's like automatic. Like, there's no, he is just a straight, like, good. He would be amazing, like, studio singer, crooner type dude, because he has that voice for it. But then here we are in a punk ska band, and he sounds off, and that's the battle. So for him he's an amazing singer, just technically, he's so good. But then to sing songs that sound punk, he has to
fake it,
really fake it, get all gravelly, try to get all tough. And he's gotten better at that for sure. But when this song came out, it kind of was like, oh, this sounds corny. It sounds better with Dennis singing it, because he sounds kind of corny the way that he sings. And I'm not dogging on him at all. Like, it's just his voice. And I think, like, he realizes this and has done a lot to get his voice sound more gravelly, or sound more like not so croonery. But on this song, he definitely did. And we were just like, it sounds better with Dennis singing it. I'll sing the chorus. And that was mostly probably just because he was like, just so you're not standing around the whole song. So he did that and then thought it would be cool to work in this part from West Side Story into the end, which is an amazing trick because that song in the musical is in 7/8 time. It's like da 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 da, but da da. So it's like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. So he made it 4 times. So it's just like, I want to be in America, for as my be in America. So it's stayed with the rhythm of the rest of the song.
What's that from?
West Side Story.
I thought it was from An American Tail.
Oh, it's West Side Story.
Are you serious? I am 46 years old. For 20-some years of my life, I thought that was the song that Fievel sang in An American Tail.
What is that song? Oh, there are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. See how I sang just there, Joe?
Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to look this up real quick. Daniel Rock, you can take this out if you need to. An American Tail. An American Tail, somewhere out there. Never Say Never. Let me see if this is what I'm thinking of. Is that the song? Yeah, I swear that's... Oh. Oh, man. That's not what I remember, but I thought that was from that. I thought that was from An American Tail.
That's amazing.
So it's from, what'd you say, West Side?
West Side Story.
West Side Story.
Let's see. West Side Story.
And what's the song called?
It's called America.
America. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. I did not know that. For 20-some years, I thought that was from An American Tail.
There you go. It's
wow.
Leonard Bernstein.
My mind is blown. So I'll drink some more Tito's.
Drink some more Tito's. That's it. It's a fun song. We still play it. It's pretty rad. It gives Dennis a chance to sing and me to stand around.
I can't wait till we get to our newest album ever. I really like that Dennis song where he sings about the seasons.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, I'm jumping ahead. I do have to say, as the Insiders, when we were on tour, we would put that album on and we would play it in the van or in the tour bus. And that was always a favorite. We loved, and Nate really loved that song. I think Nate thinks that that's one of the best songs on the album. I think it's up there.
Dennis is a really good songwriter. It was his minor in college, so he's very technical with stuff. It took a while to talk him out of key changes. Like, he was like, this needs a key change.
See, that's what I love. I love key changes. Now that I'm older, I can't do them. But when I was younger, I loved hearing them. Like, Less Than Jake does some pretty good, like, they're not key change heavy, but they do key changes where key changes are good. Like in Hello Rockview, when it's All My Friends Are Metalhead? Or it's the one about
girl used to live on my street.
Wow. Not that song. It's the one where, oh, doggone it.
Oh, like Crystal Makes is he really loves production and like pop, kind of like 80s pop songs, like how they were written. So he is a sucker for key changes and stuff.
Yeah, this song.
Take the time.
So later on in that song, they do a key change.
Yeah.
Can't separate from everything, and all it really means is the one in the crown and paranoid of every sound. Keep us from saying anything. Like, I love that. And they've done that. And they've done that throughout their career. They put key changes where they need to be.
Yeah, we could probably stand to do some more key changes, I think.
And then we, meaning the insiders and me, I always wanted key changes everywhere. Like I was key change happy, and everybody else was like, let's do it sparingly. Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah.
Well, sir, it's your
All
turn.
right.
Are you going to do House for Sale?
House for Sale. So House for Sale, again, I always want to preface this because I feel like I always need to, and you guys are probably like, enough, dude, we know. But again, these were songs that like youth group kids were writing when we first started, very young, and I was writing this stuff. And House for Sale was a song that, for those of you that haven't been in a band and maybe haven't recorded, I'm not talking down to you. I'm letting you peek behind the curtain. So what happens is a lot of times when you're a band, you kind of get your songs together and you have an idea of what you want. And then when you get into the studio, you realize that whether it's through manipulation on a computer, whether it's access to more instruments that might be at the studio, things like that, you start to do more things. And so, for instance, on our first album, on this album, Motor City Ska, we recorded it the way that we recorded songs the way that we had always kind of sung them and played them. But when we got to California, to the green room, and we recorded it, we realized that we had access to this amazing array of like percussion. And so Nate and Todd used that percussion to the utmost. So what you heard live and what we had always played live on the album, there's like 20 other instruments because we had access to the stuff. And it's just kids like, oh my gosh, it'd be cool to throw this on there. It'd be cool to throw this on there. And you start to like go away from like what the song kind of was, because you have this opportunity in the studio, for better or for worse, to do more with the song. And so House for Sale was just kind of like an easy song that we did. But then when we were in the studio, whenever we played it live, we tried to do at the end, it kind of kicks into this, we called it the doo-wop. So towards the end of the song, it goes from like this very clean, very clean, almost nursery rhymey type ska song. Like it's overly polished and almost grossly polished. And then as the song starts to wind down, this doo-wop kicks in where Mike Rowland, who was our trombone player on that album, me and Mike kind of do these vocal things, and it goes back and forth to where it almost becomes this like a cappella doo-wop. And it sounds very 50s, like Jersey Boys. Oh, Lord, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I want to go home, so take me home. Oh, Lord, I want to go home, so take me home. And so we had all these layers of vocals that when we played it live, we just played it live and we had fun with it. But when we got into the studio and we were able to take that part that was always just kind of a mess, and we were able to tighten everything up and kind of do things more precise in the studio, it came out to this like doo-wop thing where so much so that the end of the song is like complete cliche. And I think it goes, I want to go home. And like, there's like the harmonies, and it sounds like a 50s doo-wop group. You know, it sounds like something that would be on like, not Motown records. People understand what I'm saying. We're not that good. But it sounds like something that you would see on like Grease, right? Like at the dance in Grease, what we were singing. So this was just one of those songs. It was a fun song to sing. I don't like playing it now. We don't have anybody, like I said, when I'm the best singer in the group, you got issues. And so Mike used to be that person that like Mike was my Dennis.
Was he like in choir?
Yes.
Okay.
So Mike was in like the church choir. Mike could sing. He was a bit nasally, but he could sing. And so me and him, when he was in the band, he was like my backup singer. And once he left the band, I didn't have a backup singer. Like there was Sang, and Sang could sing, but when Sang sung, he still had his accent. So he still had a heavy accent. Bram was just screaming in a microphone. Nate always had a mic back on the drum kit, and I would put my money on if there was someone who was probably the next best singer, I would probably say it was Nate. And Nate would always go for these high register, note, like he would go for like the high background stuff.
Yeah.
Just like for fun. But this was one of those songs that it was just fun to play when we were young. It was one of the, in the batch of songs that we first wrote. And once we got in the studio, we were able to, so again, if I'm beating a dead horse, I'm sorry, but I feel like I haven't made my point. So like when we wrote the song, it was a ska song, period. It was a ska song. But then we got in the studio and we were like, you know what, we can do something a little different with this. And then it went more. Yeah, and then we had a little bit more fun with it. And we did like the doo-wop kind of ending. So that's kind of how that song came around.
Did you guys play it live with the doo-wop?
We did.
I don't remember that ever happening.
Yes. So we did. And, so Mike and I would kind of go, and it would kick down to just very basic bass and kind of drums. And it was, oh, Lord, I want to go home, so take me home. Oh, Lord, I want to go home, wow, booms. Oh, Lord, I want to go home, wow, booms. And so it was just kind of this fun thing. And then I want to go home. And then it would be like the harmonies there. So it was just kind of a fun thing, which made the song better because of the recording. So once we recorded it that way, we would then play it live that way. I think prior to recording, I don't think it sounded as cool. It was just another song. But then once we recorded it, it kind of had its own like little panache on it. So,
I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
My problem with harmonizing is I start singing what the other person is singing.
Me too.
And yeah, Dennis he gets so pissed. I can just see his face.
Yep.
While I'm singing, I'm just like, shit, I'm doing it. And I can't stop. And then I get scared. He's going to give me the look.
Yeah.
And he does.
The thing that would happen to me a lot in the studio is I would sing. So like, let's say I sang my part. They'd be like, let's do another take. We think you can do it better. So I would do my take again. Let's do a third take. I think you can do it better. So I push myself and I try and do it better. All right. A fourth take. Let's just do a fourth take just for poops and giggles. Well, in the process of singing my fourth take, I would just try something different. And I would end up harmonizing with myself. And so many times, like Gene Eugene would like stop it and be like, dude, you're not singing the melody anymore. You're singing the harmony. Like you're singing the harmony to yourself. And I never took not once in my life have I ever taken like a choir class.
Yeah.
I don't know what harmonizing with myself means. In my mind, I was just trying to figure out a different way to sing the lyrics. You know, instead of going up, I might go down. Instead of going down, I might go up. And so that's how I thought of it. But apparently I was singing a harmony. So like on a lot of songs, Gene would be like, Joe, you're doing it again. You're doing the harmony of yourself.
Yeah.
And so
I want that too. Like what do they teach you in high school choir to do that? I want that knowledge. Like for me right now, when I write songs, I'll sing the melody and I'm like, it needs a harmony. And so I have this plugin called Melodyne where you can it'll lay it out like on a piano keyboard and you're like, okay, I guess those are the notes I just sang. But then you can copy it and then I know how, like I know enough piano that I can be like, okay, this is going to be a C chord or whatever. It needs to go here and here, or this is going to be C minor or like it adds 7. Like that's just math, like, oh, it's like this many steps up. So I can build it with that, but I can never think it through. I can't just be like, okay, I'll harmonize with that person. Same thing though, like when I start trying to, I'm like you, like you're trying to double your vocals and you're like, okay, that sounded good. And they're like, that's not the note. That's that's like a step and a half up. You just did the other thing that you have no idea what you're doing. You have no business being in a band. That's how I feel when I start doing that. I'm like, I have no business doing this. How did we get this far?
Yeah. I think I proved that point by The Insiders was the only band I've ever been in. We ran our course and then ran a ground, and I've never been in a band since. And here's the other telling tale. At no point, well, I take this back. I was going to say at no point has my phone ever rang for me to sing on somebody else's album, which makes me think like my voice wasn't special nobody cared enough to sing on somebody else's album. But Onyx 8 from Brazil, they always want me to sing on their albums, and I can't do the song that they wanted me to do. I couldn't record it. I couldn't figure it out how to get my recording on, send it to them. So I wasn't able to do it, but
just come on out to my house. I'll record you.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We'll do it. I'll get you on the next Brave Saint Saturn album. How about that, Joe?
Are you doing another one?
Maybe. Oh, shit. Did I just let that cat out of the bag?
Oh, Reese, even if I'm not like singing, even if I could just do something on at least one song, you send it to me. See, here's the problem with the Onyx 8. They would send me stuff and I didn't know the context of it. So it was just like instruments going. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know where to start singing. I don't know where to stop singing.
It's in Portuguese.
Exactly. That was the thing. They're singing in Portuguese, and then they wanted me to come in with my stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, they covered one of our songs, and I didn't even know what it was. It was so difficult.
Sounds
it was
real
so difficult.
Good. What are you guys talking? Mexican? That's pretty good.
If you guys are sitting at home, I know I've talked about Onyx 8 here before, but look up Onyx 8 on Spotify, on whatever. They're from Brazil. And they are an amazing Christian punk band. They are freaking awesome. I have no clue what they're saying, but they're freaking awesome. But yeah, man, if I could be on a Brave Saint Saturn album, that would be freaking amazing. And if I can't, I understand. I'm just a measly peasant. But
so far, there are no definite plans. Wink.
What, would you put it out yourself or would it be on a label?
I don't understand why people do labels anymore.
I mean, I know Maybe I just dated myself by asking that.
No, man. If you're like signing to what's the big label now? Sony. Let's say Sony is like, we want to put out your album. Even if they don't pay you anything, you're gonna make money because you're gonna sell some albums. You're gonna, be popular and you can play shows. Maybe. I don't know. It's nice to make money, but there's no other reason. Like there's like 4 major labels, maybe 3. There's small labels, but they're all distributed by other people. Like Tooth and Nail, for instance. I love the guys at Tooth and Nail. They're like, it's just basically doing the same thing that we're already doing. Maybe you can get into Best Buy. Does Best Buy still, do people go there to buy albums?
No.
I mean, you can sell it on Amazon. You can do like a viral campaign yourself, make a video. It'll get out there. You'll sell just as many albums and you'll get more money.
Well, yeah. I mean, I believe it. You sold like $1 million worth with your Kickstarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a million pennies worth.
Wrong. Like $700,000.
No.
It was like $800,000 is what your you were like, we need $60,000. And it was like $850,000 you raised.
No, but it was a lot of money.
Yeah. It was like almost $1 million.
You keep going up. Okay. Let's call it a night.
All right, you guys, we're done. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Love you guys. Thanks for sponsoring us. We do love you, Patreons, and very soon we will say your name on the freebie stuff. We just keep forgetting to do it because you need to get props. Peace.